Hello everyone, welcome back to Rose Tarot and Astrology. I am your host Mel Rose, and this is the two-card reading for Wednesday, January 24, 2024. The sun is in Aquarius, and so is Pluto. They moved on together into Aquarius a few days ago, and the waxing crescent moon is in Cancer most of the day today. It goes void, of course, around 5 o'clock this afternoon, Central Standard Time, friends, with a nice trine to Neptune, which gives us this really gracious and open-hearted, sensitive vibe where we can share our hearts with somebody like ourselves or someone else that we love and cherish. So that's a great vibe today as we're moving into that full moon in Leo tomorrow. If you want to know more about the astrology, please check out the Astrology Today video right next to this one on this channel. In fact, if you like this video, you can subscribe to this channel and then click for notifications. That way you'll know every time I post fresh daily astrology and tarot content like I do. And as always, my friends, thank you for being here. I'm so happy you chose to join me today. So what do we have here? We have what's coming in and what's going out. What's coming in today? Oh, information. And maybe some very strong opinions. So this is the Knight of Swords. Swords are about the intellect. It's about our thoughts, plans, and communications. And the Knight of Swords is somebody who sort of rides in to save the day or rides in to be helpful in some way, to help sort something out, right? And this person is very well supported. He's riding a very strong steed, and he's got his sword out and at the ready. That sword would be like your intellect, the words you're ready to use, the plan you're ready to unfold. And this person looks really ready, right? Just charging on in there to say what needs to be said, hopefully to help a situation. You know, with the sword, with the Knight of Swords, sometimes I get this feeling like fools rush in, right? We want to think before we speak. We want to think before we open our mouths. In a couple of days here, we're going to be having this Mercury square Chiron. So the vibe is already in the air, and it's very much about, you know, being careful of not to use too forceful of words. When we're trying to help, sometimes we want to help, but our words come out in a way that is maybe judgmental or maybe a little too assertive, too forceful with people. And you know, it's not that it's wrong to use assertive language. It's just that sometimes it's not having the effect that we want it to. And because this is a knight, I'm going to go ahead and pull another card here. We have the Eight of Swords. So somebody might be coming in to tell you, or you might be thinking about wanting to tell somebody else, you know, that they're in sort of a trap of their own making. You know, they feel, they may feel restricted or bound somehow, like their hands are tied and they don't know what to do in a situation. And, you know, often it's because we can't see that we have the tools at our disposal, and we just aren't making use of them. So, you know, sometimes you want to go in and tell a friend, like, hey, I know that you're struggling here, but it looks to me like, you know, the power is really at hand for you to get yourself out of this situation if you want to. You know, let's just be let's be kind and gentle. Sometimes people aren't aware that they have the tools at their disposal, aren't aware that they made the choices that got themselves into the situation they're in, and don't appreciate, won't necessarily appreciate or handle it well, you know, finding out that somebody thinks they're, you know, they've done this to themselves. So that's, you know, that's the Eight of Swords. Is sort of like a trap of your own making. We all do this sometimes. We talk ourselves into something that we thought would be a really great idea, and then we get there and we're like, oh, this was a crappy idea. I don't like it here at all. I don't feel fully expressed at all. And you know, really the key to salvation here is to be honest, to tell the truth about yourself and what you need and desire, and tell the truth to the people around you about what you need and desire. And that can cause a little bit of disruption among people, but we want to, you know, always be honest with ourselves about ourselves, and we want to always be pursuing right? A life that we feel like we can celebrate living. This person is not celebrating life. I mean, from my perspective. And so, again, with the words, with the advice, either, somebody might be coming in with some advice, or, to try to talk to you about a situation that you're in, or, or maybe you find yourself or maybe you find yourself, riding the horse and, really wanting to help somebody, but needing them to see that they also have to help themselves. And that's what's coming in, okay? So that's something that might be coming up today or in the next few days. And what is leaving us? Ooh, the 5 of Cups. So this sense of just being disappointed is leaving. This sense, this feeling like we need to continue to reflect on water that is under the bridge, right? So it's interesting in this one, it looks like a couple of these cups spilled out had wine, and then one of them had water, or at least the color of the flow coming out of these cups is different. So, we have different ways of investing ourselves emotionally in certain situations, and it is very disappointing to invest and then just to have that investment wasted. But there's always more. We always have more love, joy, hope, and enthusiasm to give to a situation. And once you've realized that you've made that loss, what we're releasing now is, the need to dwell on it, the need to stick around and focus on it. When what we can do is turn our focus. Carefully, those cups are sitting on his cape, but we can turn our focus to what more we have to invest, and we can move on. We can cross the bridge over our sorrows and get on into the next experience, or being prepared to make the next emotional investment. So coming in, an opportunity to help or an opportunity to set yourself free, and leaving behind this need to dwell on things that haven't worked. And I think that's all I have to say about it today, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your presence here, and I'll catch you all in the next video.